Welcome back to Jose channel. It's your girl Selena here, and I am with
Selena
from
Masali Manual.
it's like a test. And
Audrey,
we're from
the Nastin Audrey channel.
So I will leave all their info in the description box below. So we are going to be doing the African tag. If you don't already know, we're all Africans.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my god, we're all Africans. It's like, oh my god.
First question. What African country are you from?
Eritrea.
Eritrea.
Ghana.
Yeah,
West Africans, I'm here for you.
What is your African name and what does it mean?
Well, mine's Selena. There is a place in Eritrea called Selena, so that's one of the ways you can explain your name, I guess. But mine,
Historical.
it is historical. It has history in it, and you can research it and look into it if you really want to, because it is interesting. Because usually when people ask me for my name, they think it's like Spanish or something.
yeah.
But then, nah.
Nah.
My African name is Ajwa, but it's because I was born on Monday, and so
I
when
heard
you're
about
born-
that, yeah.
Yeah, when you're born on a different day, you're given a name, but it can. Some people are given that name, like that's their first name, but then that's sometimes some people put in their middle name. It depends, but it's a name. And then my middle name, which is another Ghanaian name, which is from where my dad is called Baba, and it's from Paga, which is the north, Kasim people. So yes.
Okay. How many African language can you speak or understand?
So just Tigrinya for me. That's where it ends for me.
In Ghana, I think English is one of the primary languages, but then I understand Tree and I understand Fanti and a bit of Hausa, which is my dad's language.
I speak and understand Tigrinya. I understand a little bit of Amharic and English, because they do speak English back home and stuff too. Were you born in Africa?
Yeah.
No, I was born in London.
Cool. London here, London, or
No,
London the other London?
London.
The other
This is
London.
a London in Canada as well. Kids
You don't even have to say that. I was born here in Canada as well. Favorite African music?
I'm not gonna lie, I listen to a lot of music from the West, so that's one thing.
You know, we're here for you.
So now you can talk about Eritrea. I'm allowing you to speak right now. I listen to a lot of West African music. I have no
Yeah,
idea why.
like,
It's just
there's
like,
no
it's,
problem
your
with
beats
that.
are like,
She's like, it's okay.
your Afro beats are like, I'm coming over. But when it comes to like Eritrean music, let me say something before y'all start throwing your shoes and tomatoes at me. When it comes to
they
Eritrean
will.
music, ouch, crap. But I'm not gonna lie, I either listen to like Mazmur, like church music kind of stuff, which is in like Tigrinya or whatever, but I don't listen to like mainstream like pop songs or whatever. Does that make sense?
Yeah. For me, I I do like West African music because I went to school with a lot of West African. I also like Eritrean music. I like a lot of East African music, like not just Eritrean, but I like Ethiopian. I like Sudanese music. I find it very interesting. Same with Somali music.
yeah.
I like their music
For
too.
sure, yeah.
Favorite African food?
I know exactly what you're gonna say. What am I gonna say? You're gonna say, no, I'm not gonna start a fight here. It's not beefy. They're all gonna be like, what? No. Okay, so I see it.
She was gonna say jollof rice, but the thing about Nigerian jollof rice is, let me just get this straight.
Okay, we're listening.
It's all love. The thing is, the only problem is when you actually think or believe strongly that it's better than Ghanaian jollof. Isn't that the issue? Like, it's not my favorite. It's not, but it's up there. But I would never eat Nigerian jollof. I'm not gonna sit here and say it. I love watch it. It's a Ghanaian dish, and I like red as well. Like I really do. I know it's basic, but I really do like red as well.
Okay.
Yeah, which is like beans and plantain, and it's like spicy, but like not really like, yeah. And you use your hands. You have to use your hands. That's the thing.
Okay.
And with me, I think I've mentioned these before. It was injera and injera fitfit. Injera fitfit is the same thing as injera. It's just they basically like break up the injera into pieces and then put like the different sauces on it, depending whatever. So it could be like adis or hisiga or something like that. Like something like that, and then I just eat it like that. I just like the texture of it as opposed to eating injera traditionally on like a round plate, and that's how I enjoy eating my food.
Like I said, ethnicity tag. I think we all have done the ethnicity tag, so a lot of these
Yeah.
questions are repeated.
Yeah.
So check them out, and I'll put the links below for their channel so you can check ethnicity tag.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these are repeating. It's got looks like volcano basically. Like literally.
It's
Looks
an
like a
accurate
volcano.
description.
It's like volcano food, and it's so good. What do you hate most about Africa? It's a
Ooh,
tough
hate
question.
in the same sentence?
I know,
Who are
I
you?
know. Me, I would say it's not hate. It's what I dislike.
Mm.
For me, I would say the amount of reliability a lot of African countries have on other Western countries.
Yeah.
You know, they don't rely on themselves a lot of the times. They rely more on what the Western world is offering them, basically. Like Africa is such a rich continent. There's so much that we could do on our own that we just, you know, sometimes we forget about it, or we just don't know, you know what I mean? So, like, Africa's such a rich continent that it has so much that they can do on their own.
Like she said, we have so much to offer. We have so many things. We could basically we have everything.
could
Literally, we have
rule
the
the world,
sun. We
man.
could rule the
Yeah.
world, literally.
Yeah.
But it's just I feel like it's the tensions between the countries as well, and their inability to work together. Because if we did work together, like trust, like
Sure.
Africa Kingdom, yo, like we have everything.
Yeah, for
So true.
In certain countries, small forms of corruption and wars that still continue to go on. It's just, I feel like we progress and then we go back, and then we progress and then we go back, and it like you said, Africa is such a rich, diverse country. Like, in Ghana alone, if I'm to speak, we have gold, we have timber, we have like a lot of stuff. We have cocoa, we have a lot of things, and we don't use all these things to our advantage. And then also government and stuff like that. Not to pinpoint any specific country, but there's just a lot of wars, corrupt government. A lot of people aren't getting an equal slice of the pie. Like there's just many different things that go on. That's like, no, we have, like you said, we could be so much further than we are right now, and that's just the frustrating part.
I agree.
Exactly.
One is what you love most about Africa.
I love being African.
Oh, that's a good one.
So
That's a
true.
good one.
Yeah,
I
for
love
sure.
being black. I love being African. I love just where I'm from. I love the continent, the whole I love the
Amen.
country.
Preach.
And
Yes.
I just love. I honestly, it took a while. I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I hated it. I hated it. People just had the rudest things to say. But now, like, it's me. It's. I just love being African. It's nothing I really hate or despise.
Definitely. I just love the diversity in Africa, even though not everyone always acknowledges that. You know, there's so many countries and whatnot in Africa. But I love the diversity. I love the opportunities that we can have, and that we still, like, it's not too late. I don't ever believe anything's too late. I still feel like we can one day do what we want to do and actually grow. So Africa is, I would sum it up in one word, and that would be probably hope. That's how I would put it down as.
Africa is just beautiful. There's so much, like you can go to a different country and find something different. You know what I mean? Like different foods to different languages. Like one country alone could have like 50 different languages. You know what I mean? Like it's just so diverse. There's so much you could like learn. You know, going even in your own country, like in our own countries, we could like learn so many different things. You know what I mean? Different languages, different foods, different way of living. You know, it's just Africa's so beautiful. What is a ridiculous question you were asked about your culture?
Woo. The fact that I'm lying about my identity is one.
Ooh,
Like,
okay.
you know, I tell them where I'm from and they're kind of like, that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Or when you try to explain that Africa is not a country, that's another one.
Oh,
There's like
that's-
so many.
yeah,
that's true.
So common.
That's one of them, yeah.
Well, like, oh, my family's going to Africa. I'm like, don't do that. I get so frustrated. He's like, where? Tell me where.
Second biggest continent. Like, where on this continent? Like,
Exactly.
are you serious? Yeah.
Those
I
are
remember
the
this
big
one
ones,
girl, she would ask me if I ever rode giraffes. Because she found out I was from Africa. I'm serious. Like, yeah. So she was like, have you gone on a giraffe? But I'm like, how would I get on a giraffe? And she's like, you're African. And I'm like, does that necessarily mean I was like, why? Why?
Countries don't even have giraffes.
I was just saying, like,
I'm serious. Like, no, like I'm so serious. Answering now, like they're just starting to get the elephants
Yeah.
and stuff because of the war. Like literally, they had nothing. Like even to this day, they're the giraffes and elephants
Yeah.
are coming.
Oh my
That's
god, I
so
can't.
funny.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I
Yeah,
remember this girl, like it was jokes. It was all jokes, but like there was obviously some truth to it. But then she was like, she was like, I'm like, you should come to Ghana, blah blah blah. And then she was like, no, I don't want a lion to eat me, blah blah blah. And I was like,
She's
Someone
from Ghana
told me-
too?
My
no,
pulse.
she's Jamaican.
No.
And then she was like, the people are gonna come and slice the lion, blah blah. She was going on and on, and it was funny. But then I was like, I hope people don't think like this.
I'm really hoping that, I really hope that's not like something locally, like I really hope, oh my god, I'm thinking of the tree, your own color.
Yeah.
They may be
Yeah.
from Jamaica, they may be from, wherever, the Caribbean islands, but the fact that they think like that disgusts me.
And
Like,
actually
honestly.
really bad. That's actually terrible.
Like,
you should not be thinking
No,
like that.
that's
No.
disgusting. Like, honestly,
So bad.
like, what is wrong with you? No. All of those would be my answer. What African country besides your own have you visited? And the second part is want to visit if you haven't.
Sudan?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you said that, yeah.
Sudan.
I haven't been anywhere other than Ghana, to be honest. I would actually like to visit Sudan, Congo, Kenya, and not surprisingly, but Nigeria as well. I would actually like to visit. So yeah.
I just realized I forgot to say where I wanted to visit.
Yeah.
I said where I was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely love to come to Ghana, girl. Like I'm
Absolutely,
about that.
absolutely.
Like I wouldn't mind going to Ethiopia as well. Like
Oh, yeah.
honestly, like they're like right beside me. Like why not? You know what I mean? And like
Mhm.
just getting to know this beautiful mix
Yeah, I'd
of
like to go
places and cultures
Even Egypt,
and countries.
Mm.
Egypt definitely
South
is a good
Africa.
one.
Oh, I
Yes. Yo, why are we missing all these
Yeah,
countries
no,
right
like
now?
everywhere.
So
honestly,
everywhere.
though.
Everywhere that
so
it's safe to
pretty.
go, I want to go. Yeah.
Africa's so safe. What are you talking about? For me, I've only been to Eritrea, but I would love, like they said, which ones have I not said? Madagascar. That would be so cool.
Mhm.
Just be like, I went to Madagascar.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Not just
Yeah.
the movie, but like the actual
Yeah.
country. Like it's actual.
Yeah.
I remember when it first came out, people thought it wasn't real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just thought it was like some fairy tale island. Like it's actually a country.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
True.
But I would love to go there. South
Mhm.
Africa, Egypt, even Somalia. I'd love to go to Somalia.
Yeah.
Like that would be so interesting.
It is actually, yeah.
Ethiopia,
Mm.
lots of places.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Africa's got so many different countries that it's hard to just name one, right?
Mhm.
Know more about our neighbors.
Exactly. What do you plan to do to give back to Africa? These are deep questions.
I know they're like making me think. I'm like, "Damn." I feel like since we don't live in Africa and we have these opportunities to us where we can like get an education or whatever, which is not always available to all Africans, and we have resources. It's like we can build ourselves and then let's say return to Africa and like maybe build something or help a community or teach them a skill set that could help them survive by themselves, as opposed to what we were talking about, how like we or Africans rely a lot on the West or like their help. It'll be nice to just give them the skill set to survive by themselves. Just,
Right.
like,
Mhm.
you know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Yeah. So whether that's like something as simple as like communication by like in a friendly manner to like the neighboring countries and like trying to solve and you know what I mean? Like just try and bring stability and then like grow from there on in. That's what I think.
I feel like that would take a team of people and
I
it'll
think
take
you
years.
can't be by yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it'll take years, but I truly believe just educating myself and going back and trying to educate others because I feel like that's the root. Yeah, like I always say like, oh, I want to get into politics, maybe help run for government positions and stuff, and change it. But like my country specifically. But in terms of Africa, like I don't know what I could do to change things. But I do believe that educating myself, going back, getting to know more about it, being aware of the culture, and trying to influence or make a change in like government or policies and things like that, hopefully would help in changing the structure of certain things that are in place already. But yeah, that's what it is.
I would want to just go back home and start small, do some little things like help raise money for, for schooling or, like I know a lot of organizations that like Eritrean based, they are starting to do that, help with like schooling and whatnot, but actually doing that on your own and going out and kind of contributing to that, that's actually some sort of a start than not doing anything at all, because if you're going to start small, at least you're doing something to help your own country, and then from there it'll just progress and snowball to something bigger, right?
Mhm.
If you do something on your own, at least you're doing some sort of change. So
Mhm.
that's what I would do for for sure. Are you proud to be an African?
100%.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
a
not even a
statement.
question.
100%.
Exactly.
100%.
100. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the two lovely sisters here. They're not even friends, they're sisters.
Aw.
Because they're Africans, they're my African sisters, my African queens. Make sure you
Yeah.
go check them out in the description box below. They have done their ethnicity tags already, so if you want to learn more about where they're from and their countries and whatnot, please check them out and their channels. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.